sensible heat factor line and the room sensible heat factor line. This is the main thing. Whenever if you want to solve any air conditioning problem, so this concept is very important. So now, before discussing that, so you see the psychometric chart. This is the psychometric chart, and this line is the dry bulb temperature line. This side is the dry bulb temperature line, DBT line, and this sides, this y-axis sides here, this is W, specific humidity lines, and also by the side of the specific humidity there is another scale called sensible heat factor. Sensible heat factor. So in the last classes we have learned what is the sensible heat factor. Sensible heat factor is equal to sensible heat load by total heat load. What is the total heat load? Sensible heat load divided by sensible heat load plus latent heat load. So this is the sensible factor. Why this is important? Because if I want to design an auditorium where 200 people will come, so then everybody, and there are some machineries are also there. So if we establish an air conditioning systems in that auditorium, then while the cold air is coming inside the auditorium, it will pick up heat. So that picking up heat is in the form of a sensible heat as well as the latent heat. Latent heat from perspirations of all the guests there. So that's why. So when it will return back, we will carry the sensible heat load as well as the latent heat load. That means while I have to design, if the sensible heat load is more or latent heat load more, then what will happen? Then air temperature gradually, the temperature of the auditorium will gradually increase. That means from previously I have to know what is the sensible heat load. Before installing an air conditioning system, I have to know how much is the load of the room, and the load means how much the sensible heat load it's emanating, how much the latent heat it is giving off. So that's we have to understand. So for designing it, suppose I am doing on cinema hall. I know cinema hall so many people will come, and so I have to know how much the heat load. Then I will make an air conditioning accordingly. So sensible heat factor I have before designing a room or any hall, I have to know what is the sensible heat factor. So sensible heat factor it is expected that it is known. So suppose in a room, so this is the sensible heat factor scale. I put 0.8, can be 0.8, 0.7. Mostly it range in the form of 0.8 to 0.7. If a cinema hall, it is 0.8 to 0.7. So this is the sensible heat factor. So one point we are learned that in the sensible heat factor line, I can mark one point. That point is the A. What is this point? Sensible heat factor. What is the sensible heat factor? That is the ratio of the sensible heat load and the latent heat load of that particular hall which I want to design for the air conditioning systems. So this is the point I can mark. So I need, for designing an air conditioning system, I need so much of sensible heat factor. How will I know? From the load calculation of the room. Now how many guests will come, how many people will come, and how many machineries are there, how much computers are there, how much lighting is there, fans are there, etc. etc. So beforehand I know what is the sensible heat factor. So I can mark on the sensible heat factor, this is the point. Another point is that called alignment circle. Alignment circle, AC. AC means alignment circle. So AC means alignment circle. Alignment circle. What is the alignment circle? Well, alignment circle refers to a temperature of 26 degree DBT. Suppose this is the 26 degree. This is the 26 degree. So this point and phi is 50%. That means relative humidity. So what is the alignment circle? Alignment circle corresponds to a temperature of 26 degree centigrade DBT and 50% relative humidity. So where the 50% relative humidity line and the 26 degree DBT line crosses, intersect, so that point is the alignment circle. Alignment circle. So this, what is the importance of the alignment circle? This is the reference circle, because everywhere there is some references for calculations of some enthalpy or anything. So there is some reference. So a alignment circle is our reference. That is 26 degree DBT and 50 degree our 50% relative humidity. Then I join a line A and B. I join a line A and B. So what is the AB? A is the sensibility factor. What is the B? Alignment circle. I join. So AB is the line joining sensibility factor and the alignment circle. Now room, because I want that in the room temperature should be some desired value, because I want that room should have 20, 25. That is as per my requirement. I know that what should be my dry bulb temperature, what should be my humidity, what should be my WBT. That is our requirement, the requirement of a owner. So that's why I can specify the point, that the room condition point here. So this is my room condition. So this is the room temperature RT, and this is the relative humidity phi r. So this is my desire. I desire my room will be here, room condition will be here. So now there is a technique to finding room sensible, because sensible heat factor I have on. What is the room sensible heat factor? Room sensible heat factor means before that, so sensible heat factor I should know. Sensible heat factor, sensible heat load is also two type. Sensible heat load is also two type. One is the room sensible heat load, and another is the outside air sensible heat load. What is the difference? Room sensible heat load, because this is the load the air is picking up from the room itself, from the fan is running, fridge is running, so okay, lights are on. So this is the heat load is picking up from the room. And what is the outside air sensible heat load? Some air, because we are opening the doors frequently, okay, and all the doors are not very properly sealed. So some infiltration air means some air is passing through the doors, some air is passing through the windows, and they are entering inside the room. So this is the called infiltration air. So that infiltration air is where from it is coming? It is coming from the outside. So outside is also very hot. So that's why this load, that our air conditioning system has to also take care of this load. So this is called outside air sensible heat load. Similarly, latent heat load is also can be divided into two parts. That is the room latent heat load and outside air latent heat load. This is also similar, because the outside air which is entering inside the room due to infiltration, due to frequent opening of the doors, so okay, then that air also contains some amount of moisture. So that moisture will vaporize, will go to the air. So sensible heat load is the two type: room sensible heat load and outside air sensible heat load. Similarly, latent heat load is also two types: room latent heat load and outside air latent heat load. Now here come to this diagram again. So the room condition R. Now if I draw one red line, this red line parallel to AB, then this line RR dash called, this line is called RR dash called, this line is called RR dash, here and then RR dash. This is called room sensible heat factor line. Simply RSHF line. So this line is the RSHF line. Then what we have learned? We have learned how to draw the room sensible heat factor line. Why it is required? Will be required. So first we learn how the technique to learn this is the one of the technique. There is other techniques also, because here where from we have started, I know the room sensible heat factor, I know the alignment circle. I draw a line joining A and B. I know the room sensible room condition in the psychometric. What is the room temperature and the relative humidity? Then I draw a parallel line to AB. Then what is that? That means the R dash is parallel to AB, and R dash is called room sensible heat factor line. So this is the technique of drawing of room sensible heat factor lines. Okay, so that we have learned. Then clear it. Then we will learn now very important diagram. I have told that some air always has to be, this cannot be continuous. So this is my room. Room is at condition number 2. This is our AC unit. This is our mixing unit. M stands for mixing unit. This is M stands for our mixing unit. Mixing. What is mixing? That I am telling you. Suppose 200 meter cube per minute air is entering inside the room. How much air is entering inside the room? 200 meter cube. And here this is the cold air. This is the cold air. And what is this condition here? This condition is 4 condition. This is the 4. And this is as it is going to the room, this also is called supply condition. So this is the 4 condition. This is the condition of the 4 of the air. So this is the state. What is the state? 4 state. And this is also we are calling S. Why? Because this is the supply air. What supply air? Cold air supplied to the room.